Together with pride worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring. Kicking out at 2, where the love runs deep and the fight stays true. Kicking out at 2, no tribal lines, just respect me and you.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Listen up, wrestling fans. Showing love for your favorites doesn't stop at a t-shirt. If you're heading to a live event, you better be ready for the hard cam. Step up your show day drip with Hard Cam Creations. Custom handmade accessories built for the loudest, proudest fans in the building. Whether you're backing a legend or leading your own faction, these pieces make sure you stand out when that camera swings your way. From spectator to certified superfan, it's time to walk to the ring in style. New drops coming soon. Find Hard Cam Creations on Etsy and follow at Hard Cam Creations on Instagram today.
Kicking out at 2 intern Ace Finley here. And before Michael and Tori hit the ropes and dive into the latest in the world of wrestling, let's tag in one of our show's partners, W Energy. If you're looking to fuel your grind, whether it's late night booking sessions, streaming, or just surviving Monday, W Energy's got your back. No crash, no jitters, just clean focus. Use code KICKINOUT, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your order. Now let's get back to the show.
These days and all those who slay, grab your passports because Forbidden Door season is here. TNA's front office is exploding, and wrestling rumor the mill is working overtime today. Welcome to Kicking Out 2's Bell to Bell, our weekly stop for wrestling news, takes, and chaos. I'm Michael, and with me is Oklahoma's hot queen of hot takes, the Duchess of Debate, and a better wrestling podcaster than Bret Hart. Hey, Tori. Tori, how are you doing?
I'm better at a lot of things than Bret Hart, including being entertaining.
That's valid. That is very, very valid. All right. We'll go ahead and just get straight into it today. I remember what I'm clicking here. Oh, we had some chats. Let me switch over to that screen real quick. We got Extreme Chick already in the chat. And what's up, Michael and Tori? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. As we get some more people floating in, we'll go ahead and start with the news. Our cover story for the day is we're talking about Tommy Dreamer is officially gone from TNA. He went on Busted Open Radio, had a very tearful message saying that it was amicable. They were both agreeing that he would be gone. With him crying the way he was, I doubt that. But we'll leave it for what it is. There's a lot of different rumors, though, of what's going on over there. We also have Sami Callihan was revealed that he was receiving a call to head up creative, and instead was fired. There's also been some reports backstage of possibly Road Dogg coming in and being part of the creative team, replacing Tommy Dreamer. Let's go ahead and just start with the obvious. Do you think they made the right call getting rid of Dreamer?
So initially I was like, what are you doing? But then there's been a lot of stories about Dreamer that have come out, and it definitely is making me ask some questions. I don't know. TNA, I feel like, hasn't been going anywhere. Nothing I've seen from them has made me think their creative was in a great place. I haven't watched enough TNA to have an opinion overall, but I'm definitely, it's definitely interesting, and I'm curious to see what happens next.
Okay. Do you think Road Dogg might actually help their creative?
He's got a good mind for the business, as long as he's not stuck in the 90s. That's the thing. There's too many things that happen with some of the people that have been around a while that it's like watching the 90s greatest hits, and you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like
there is a lot of that.
You can't do those things.
Yeah, there is a lot of that. TNA also seems to be entering another rebuild phase. They are kind of losing momentum from what they did when they started a relationship with WWE. So we'll see if they can, get out of this. I know a lot of people think maybe Carlos Silva has something to do with that because he does not seem very interested in having a wrestling company, from what I can tell. He even wears a TNA hat that's not even one of his company's TNA hats. So, kind of see how that goes.
I do wonder if selling it is going to be on the table. They have first right of refusal, which means even if they decided to sell it, they have control over who they sell it to.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something
That was
that's
good on
been in
Stampede.
the
Well
rumor
done.
mill as well, as far as they are looking that it might possibly be up for sale. There's been statements of maybe AEW buying it, WWE buying it. Where do you think that might end up?
Do I think AEW needs to buy it? No. Do I think they have a chance to do some funny shit? Yes. Because if there's some kind of contract in terms of a working relationship with NXT, they can't just terminate that if TNA sells. Which means that NXT would have to work with Tony Khan.
Yep. Which is the richer of the two cons.
Yes.
A couple people have joined in the chat since we last checked. We got Bobby hopping in. He's saying, happy Tuesday to you both. Happy Tuesday, sir. Welcome in. We got Stampede coming in with his normal vigor. Heidi ho, my wonder neighbors to the south. The mayor of Canada is here, to brighten your day. Excuse me. You are welcome. Thank you very much, The Miz. He also says Tommy Dreamer's creative was a nightmare. See what he did there.
That's solid.
Nice. TNA basically one of the characters from the movie The Thing, and WWE is The Thing. Fair assessment. All right. We'll get past this one real quick. We talked a little bit about Tessa Blanchard last week, talking about leaving TNA. She officially left TNA. She has chose CMLL, so that's where she's going to be apparently staying. Awesome.
Cool.
Stay
Next.
over there.
Literally.
Next, this one blew my mind. So there are reports still going as of us talking about this that there are some talent that don't know what their plans are for Forbidden Door.
Who?
Apparently, this is as of this. Maybe they have a plan. We don't know. I don't know. They could be there. As of this past Wednesday's Dynamite, several AEW, New Japan, and CMLL talents reportedly didn't know if they had matches for Forbidden Door. Excuse me. Some talents say that this is normal, and plans often come together the week of the show. Gabe Kidd even was reportedly expected to play a huge role before his injury derailed his plans. Kidd has returned and declared for the G1, but his Forbidden Door status remains uncertain.
So he showed up in Japan and attacked Shuta Umino.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get hurt, or was this was the injury before this?
Yeah, so it was an injury that it took him out of the plans for Forbidden Door, but he since came back, so maybe they can pencil him back in. I don't know what's going on there. Chrissy popped in over on the TikTok. Welcome in. Appreciate you being there. Yeah, apparently sources say AEW is keeping plans close to the chest. They're not really talking about what's going to be happening at Forbidden Door. I'm okay with that because it's not storyline driven. So
right, it's not storyline driven, but also the World Cup is going on, and there's also like 3 other shows that weekend. I wouldn't be saying much either.
No, you keep it as close to the chest as possible. Try not to show your hand because then the counter programming can begin. Stampede basically saying that this news is no news because this happens every Forbidden Door season. They have to coordinate a show between 4 promotions from all over the world. Absolutely.
He's right.
Got to be tough to do that as far as trying to make sure everything fits where it needs to fit.
Wait, wasn't Mox Shooter Umino's like mentor?
If I remember right, that was the storyline when Mox was over there, doing that storyline between the two.
But
I
if
know.
he starts rolling through the Death Riders like before, is he going to have to go through Ospreay?
Ooh,
Because Shooter Umino and Ospreay would be a fire match, first of
that
all.
would be a fire match.
But is Mox the final boss, or is the final boss Marina? Because let's be honest, nobody's beating her.
Nope. She's going to give that mother's milk, and we're all happy for it. Bobby says, I still wonder who is Mark Davis's opponent for the AEW Forbidden Door, since he is the new the AEW National Champion.
I thought he had a match. I could be wrong.
I don't remember him officially announcing anything. I know
I think they just announced it this last week.
Okay. I'll let you look that up then while we kind of go through this. I guess I got to ask, though, are you excited for Forbidden Door? We got Wrestling Buffet coming up this weekend. So many wrestling shows going on.
I am. So per group consensus, I'm not going to get into it at the moment. There's a lot going on with heels. A group of us have gotten together and are trying to have conversations.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not going to get into it right now, just because we're not going scorched earth yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to burn that shit down, I'm down. So it's kind of honestly tempered my enjoyment of AEW at the moment. Like, just being 100, it's definitely hampered my. Forbidden Door is fantastic. I love Forbidden Door. I'm here for it. So Forbidden Door, Ospreay Swerve. It's going to be a fucking great match. Mercedes, Maya World. I'm so torn on this. I know we talked about it, and the more I've thought about it, I kind of want Maya World to win this.
I want her to win it too.
If she wins this, we have to talk about the trajectory of her and Callihan taking over a tag match that they weren't supposed to be in on like 30 minutes notice. She's now wrestling in the final of the Owen.
And all because someone got injured. That's the great thing.
Yeah.
Is that she got put in a match. The fans exploded of how much they loved it. They hit it while the iron was hot. Like, go with her. Why not? When you and I talked about it, I said my problem with the story with Mercedes is we kind of negated the past 13 belts that she's lost.
Right.
And she's just back to being the CEO. This should be her Gollum moment. That title should be like the precious ring to her.
She's been carrying it around. So I don't know. Like I said, I just am. The more I've looked at it, the more I'm just like, and then her and Athena turning. There's a lot with this, like you said, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because they were starting a thing between Monet and Athena against each other before Monet went off and did her thing. So it's like all of a sudden now just buddy again. I don't get it.
I will say, if Athena turns on Mercedes in this, like kind of a double turn type thing, and helps Maya win it, and it sets up Mercedes Athena for the ROH title, sign me up for that.
Yeah, I'm good for that.
All right, Team Briscoe, MJF, and the Don Callis family. I don't care. I don't care.
That's the battle royal. That's the ladder match. That's get as many people on the card as possible. Get them all a payday.
Yep. Kenny Omega, Zack Sabre Jr. That shit is going to be so good.
So to me, it's going to be really good. I am worried how that's going to play to an American audience, even an AEW audience, because Zack Sabre Jr. is a very specific type of wrestler. And
True.
They don't do catch as catch can much in America anymore.
No, but my hope is that the foreign fans that are in the country for the World Cup show up for this show. Because those fans will make hella noise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cope and Cage versus the Dogs. That match is going to be great. They're going to beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
Shota Umino Pac for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. I like that another company's title is being defended.
Yeah.
Mox Bandito for the Continental. I don't like it. I don't like it. It should have been Brody. Bandito should have said, "No, hold up. You know what? I've had my shots. I have a title.
Yeah.
You're getting my man Brody."
That's the thing that's bugging me about Bandito is he keeps getting these opportunities. Like, you have a belt that you haven't defended in how long?
I kind of hope Brody just knocks the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Tekla Starlight Kid should be a banger match.
Absolutely.
So that's all they have announced right now. So that's fair. I thought they had announced something for Mark Davis, but I guess they haven't.
This one they did a tag match too.
Yes, they just announced it. The Bucks and 2 other teams.
No, not even that one. Mega Bad. Is that their name?
Divine Dominion.
Divine Dominion. Versus.
That's on the pre-show.
Okay, that's on the pre-show.
Thunder Rosa and somebody from New Japan,
Olympia.
I think, or CMLL. Who?
Olympia.
Yeah,
that's her name. Which you're Jordan Grace in a mask. We know who you are. No, it does look like it though. It's just big jacked girl in a mask. Couple of chats that popped in here. Stampede does say Shota was Moxley's kayfabe adopted son of sorts. Yeah, that's what I was remembering too.
I knew there was something there. I just didn't know what it was.
Bobby wants Maya at World to win as well. Stampede says if Mercedes wins the Owen, they will not have. She will not have dropped all her titles, right? Because that's the last one.
Okay, so she might lose that because.
To me, it's the setup. Like, they could course correct it if she loses that and then loses her damn mind because she's lost that final title. Then you can course correct the story. But she should already be showing some of that right now, in my opinion.
No, I need Athena to cost her that title.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying though, like there should already be some of this. Like, this is the last thing keeping me afloat.
Right. I think this could be really well written. I feel like this is one of those we could really get into, and it's going to take a while.
We could.
So, hey, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, while she is off doing something, we'll go ahead and go to the next story. Private Party suffers a freak injury coincidence. We already knew that one of them was out, but now it's officially been announced that Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy both have been injured. They've both been out of action since March 28th. Both suffered the exact same injury, ironically enough. Both sustained those injuries in the same match against the Death Riders. The duo has been sidelined for approximately 3 months at this point. There is no timetable currently for them to come back either. This has got to be one of the strangest situations with a tag team to have the exact same injury at the exact same time in the exact same match, keeping them out. So just a freak occurrence, taking both members of Private Party off of television at the same time. Hopefully, the tag team division can wait for them. They've kind of been snake bit though. It seems like every time they get a little bit of headway going for some sort of movement forward, unfortunately, we end up having a situation where they get knocked back down, whether it's one injury or another. So we'll have to see what happens with them. Hopefully they get back and get back going. There was that rumor for a little while of them possibly leaving their AEW contract and heading over to NXT. So maybe that's still something in talks of them as far as eventuality, but I'd be very hesitant if I was even NXT. Like, I love Private Party. I think they're a great duo together, but this many injuries this close together without having any headway forward might be kind of tough to make that decision. Sped Rock popping in. What's good, man? Appreciate you being here. Sped Rock, part of Sped Rock Productions, owner of that, doing some wonderful stuff over there. Was on Point Taken this past Saturday. I lost in the first round. First time that's happened to me. Had a little performance anxiety. Apparently, might need to get some Blue Chew. Uh, no. But good to see you in here. Yeah, me too. Fed. Like I'm sad they couldn't stay healthy. They're a good team, and they really started getting some traction after that stuff they did with the Hardys. But just unfortunate. They just, yeah, as Stampede there is, they're real talented, but they just can't seem to both stay healthy. Hopefully they can come back to the stronger and prove us wrong. But
Talk about Private Party.
yeah, just how
Mark
odd it
Man has
is.
had the worst.
Same injury, same match, same time. Both of them being injured. It's crazy coincidence, and just unfortunately seem to be snake bit every time they get a little bit of headway.
I thought Quinn got hurt and Zay was still healthy.
So Quinn originally got hurt. He got back from his injury. They had a match with the Death Riders, and then in that match, they both got injured.
They were part of a 6-man or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate and a weird situation. So we'll have to see how that goes. Rhea Ripley also had an injury. Had to reshuffle the women's division a little bit. He reportedly is dealing with a knee injury. WWE has significantly adjusted the creative plans. Obviously, it's before she was injured. We were really kind of gung-ho with her being one of the title holders, being possibly one of the final bosses when it comes to who wins this Queen of the Ring tournament. Which now we found out that we have the final for that. We have Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, which half of that is an idiotic decision in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. I don't have the book. But multiple SmackDown women storylines have been altered because of her being out, trying to shift and make up for the fact that she's not there. Tiffany Stratton has reportedly been added to the advertisement and given more of a chance since Rhea's gone. Her currently holding the U.S. title, being kind of a mainstay for that particular show in order to keep it running on all cylinders for the women as well. Who do you think, where we're sitting right now, who do you think's benefiting the most from Ripley being gone?
Liv's getting a ton of TV time. Is Rhea on Raw or SmackDown?
Rhea is SmackDown.
I haven't watched SmackDown in months. I didn't even know if Cody won. I don't even know what happened in that match. So
it was one of the worst booking decisions that I've seen in a long time.
oh look, it's the surprise of no one.
Well, so what she's talking about is there was a match between Gunther and Cody. Sami was the hand-picked referee by Gunther. Gunther ended up getting mad at Sami and pushed him around, and then Sami then slapped the shit out of Gunther. And then Cody got a quick pin, and literally, he did a fast count to have Cody win. And Cody was like, no, we're not doing that. While Gunther and Sami are fighting in the back. We're restarting the match. Let's do it again. Gunther comes out, and then Sami interrupts that match, causing a DQ. So we got 2 false finishes for the same world title match in the same night within 20 minutes of each other. This all led to Sami being part of a 3-way now at the next pay-per-view between Cody, Gunther, and Sami. So apparently you can do all this shit and get a title match. I didn't know that.
I got nothing.
Got nothing.
I got nothing. It's so stupid. I got nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw that and I was like, so you deflated the entire arena, built them back up because we thought we were going to get a great match after that, and then just deflated them again. All right, great, awesome. Anyway, let's talk to some bigger and better things. Chad Gable's gotten some momentum now. The El Grande Americano merch is having success, both with the real quote-unquote American Grande Americano and the merch that has Gable on it has actually shot up in sales as well. So he's getting some good residuals off of that. Chad Gable is getting some momentum now. The El Grande Americano merch is having success, both with the real quote-unquote American Grande Americano and the merch that has Gable on it has actually shot up in sales as well. So he's getting some good residuals off of that. Chad Gable is getting some momentum now. The El Grande Americano merch is having success, both with the real quote-unquote American Grande Americano and the merch that has Gable on it has actually shot up in sales as well. So internal support reportedly exists for Gable having a major role at SummerSlam in his hometown of Minneapolis. It'll be good to see that if he can get that going. Fanatics is reportedly stunned by the success of his El Grande Americano mask auction, because they auctioned off the mask that got ripped off and was handed over. I got some good sales out of it. Could signal a new era for wrestling memorabilia sales, though, because like we could, if you think about it, if they get some of that merch from the wrestler during these big moments and these big matches to auction it off, it'd be a great source of income.
Here's the question: What are we auctioning it off for?
Oh, it's just money.
Oh, so they're just pocketing this money. Just when I think things can't get worse in the WWE, shit like this happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
You make it. Okay. It's why I don't care. It's why I don't care. Stuff like this is why I just don't care about them.
It's really hard when they do stuff like that. The thing that I do want to try to get some positive out of this, though, is that because of this stuff, Chad Gable is getting a lot of attention, getting a lot of time on TV. And I know there's some complaints about that as far as people thinking that that he doesn't have a good storyline right now. However, he's getting on TV every week. It's like, and I saw the same thing about Johnny Gargano. And as much as I don't like Johnny's storyline of him being depressed and planking everywhere, he's still on TV every week, though.
This just proves the same thing between both of them. You can hand them shit, and they're going to make an amazing meal out of it.
Absolutely.
Have you seen this whole thing with Josh Barnett and Bully Ray?
I have. How about this? Let's get through the news, and then
okay,
you and I will talk
go
about
ahead.
it.
Because it just got funnier.
Okay, great. Cyndi Lauper. There's been a lot of fan push as far as having her be put in the Hall of Fame, because she has not been officially put in the Hall of Fame. All those people in the celebrity wing, and we still have not put Cyndi Lauper in the Hall of Fame.
Ah.
A WWE
Cyndi Lauper's not in the Hall of Fame.
No. They just announced a WWE action figure for her. It's a 3-pack with her, Roddy Piper, and Captain Lou as a 3-pack, and it's got like the Piper's Pit set as like parts of it. That's kind of cool. But it does seem to be that they're doing some more collaboration. There was originally some conversation about maybe some bad blood between the two. But with them now kind of opening up that conversation, doing some of these promotions, she actually even went on TikTok and did like a reaction to the announcement of the action figure. So it does seem to be maybe that conversation is on a mend, which good. Cyndi Lauper deserves a lot of credit for how big rock and wrestling got back in the day. I remember sitting, 4 or 5 years old, watching that stupid cartoon in the morning, which I found out Raymond, the show.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody Loves Raymond. The older brother played Hulk Hogan. He did the Hulk Hogan
Brad
voice.
Garrett?
Yeah, did the Hulk Hogan voice for that cartoon. I just found that out recently, and that blew my mind.
That's the guy that got beat up in The Pacifier.
Yeah. Which was a great movie. Sorry.
Great movie. Such a good movie.
Such a bad movie, but a good movie because it's a bad movie. Anyways, one of the biggest names responsible for rock and wrestling. Hopefully that means that she's coming home and is going to get some more, if nothing else, residuals for the work that she's done back then, and the help of bringing WWE to the forefront of major media, and not just being the niche carny thing that it has been. Speaking of carny things, the White House, WWE officially is not planning a White House event. There was some news reports last week like that one. There was news reports last week talking about them being offered to possibly do a show at the White House. Despite UFC's White House event, WWE has currently no plans for one. Sources say WWE would be open if the financials made sense. Nick Khan, Triple H, Roman Reigns, they all attended the UFC Freedom 250. Dana White claimed that the UFC missed out on money running the White House event. So it does seem to be that it was more of a they paid to be there, and not paid. They weren't paid to be there. They paid to be there. Excuse me, just to clarify.
Of course
that,
they
right?
did.
So that's kind of the thing, is that WWE saying the money would have to make sense. Like it couldn't be that we're paying to do the event there. We would need to get some money out of it, which I don't blame them for that. This is one of the questions.
Trump doesn't pay his contractors. The fuck he gonna do to pay WWE? What?
No, he does pay contracts. He paid the pool guy, who apparently
I got the pool guy from like one of the Adam Sandler movies.
That man looks like an extra from Guys and Dolls. It's absolutely weird. And then I saw a recent picture of him, and he looks like the Penguin. Has a big cigar, whole thing. It was fucking weird. No, like, this was one of the questions that was on Point Taken that I got kicked out in the first round. I think the fix was in because we got to the last round, and Stampede and Carlos were there, and Sped said, "This question was made for you two." I'm just saying, that sounds a little fishy.
You know what it is? It's because I wasn't there.
That's right. You and I still need to do a little
right.
Point taken. And actually, so Sped, I didn't want to say this on the show because I don't want to give you ideas on your show. I want to give you ideas on my show. That way I can claim them. We need to do a podcast tag team Point Taken episode. I think that would be fan-fucking-tastic. Because you know who win in that. Ain't no way. But anyway, yeah. The WWE White House event isn't currently in the cards, but they say if the money's right, they'll do it. Never say never. With it being one of the questions that was on Point Taken, I wanted to bring that up just because I think it was Mob that said, like, at the end of the day, it would be publicity. Like, so I can't deny that. If you're looking at it purely on a business standpoint, people would be talking about it. So I don't know, but I wouldn't do it, but I understand where the idea would come from.
I don't know that they can handle the publicity that they would get from that and how it would come after some of the things that they have gotten recently.
Yeah.
Between ticket prices and so on, I can't see that going well for them.
Well, and especially if it's a pay to play and they have to pay to do a show at the White House and they're not making money off of that, and you've cut people's paychecks and you've let people go and you're charging people out the ass for tickets. Like, oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
You got enough money to do a show at the White House. All right, that makes perfect sense. Anyway, so yeah, Josh Barnett and Stampy says Tori and Mike versus the Space Elite. We got this. Yeah, Josh Barnett and Bully Ray. You go ahead and take it away. I'm gonna let you
talk
about that.
I guess at some point, Bully Ray said he could beat Mox in a fight. Which, first of all, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
But Josh Barnett chimed in and basically said, nah, dude, that's not how that's going down. Mox would clean your clock, basically. And if you want me to, I'll do it.
That's
Bully Ray basically said, whatever, you're a punk. Josh Barnett called him out again. The one that got me was the retweet I just saw from yesterday of Marina Shafir saying, put me in, coach.
Hell yeah.
Marina would kill Bully Ray.
Absolutely, she would. That is insane. I would love
Like,
to see her just knock him
yo.
around a little bit.
I can't with this. Bully is such a fake. I'm not disputing that he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Not disputing he can fight. You can't fight with Josh. You can't fight with Mox. Mox is built different.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I think Bully has a hard time getting rid of the kayfabe from time to time. Like
Well, and
I don't dispute you're a tough guy. I don't. Like you came from the streets of New York. I get that. You have to have a certain
right.
toughness about you to live that life. But you're talking about beating a dude who did death matches forever, and then now you're talking about beating Josh Barnett, who could whoop you before you even have a chance to think about what you're doing. So at some point you got to be like, you know what, my bad. I was talking shit.
I let my mouth run a check. My butt can't cash.
Yeah.
I guess there's a video of Mox getting caught up in a. It was called a Naga tournament. I'm guessing it's a kind of like grappling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu type thing.
Yeah.
He got caught. Everybody does. But
I
he
think it's
had.
an old video too, because if I
It's a
remember
very
right,
old video. It's not like it happened last week.
yeah, it was a jiu-jitsu tournament he was doing, like while he wasn't doing much in AEW.
Right.
Yeah, he got caught. Like, but he's a professional wrestler.
So
He's not a
did
professional
Brock.
judo.
So is Bully going to start running his mouth about Brock getting caught? Because that's what happened to him in his first match. It's the only reason he lost.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to run your mouth to him?
That was so horrible too.
He got caught.
I was watching that one and just like
I was too. He got caught. Like,
yeah.
But it happens. Everybody that's in any kind of jiu-jitsu, martial arts, MMA, whatever, it happens.
Yeah.
You catch one on the button, you get caught in you're trying to do something, and it happens. Acting like because Mox tapped, you can take him in a fight? What?
Yeah,
Bro, what?
Such a dumb thing to say.
But Marina killed me with put me in, coach. I'm just like, oh my God.
Marina would murder him.
Yes.
Good Lord. Give me that all day long. Mother's Milk versus Calfzilla. Book it. Let me see that. I want to see her whoop his ass. Anyway, before we move forward, I do want to go ahead and re-announce. I said I was going to re-announce it here on this show. I spoke with Laura a few days ago. She is feeling good, ready to go. So this Thursday, we're going to do an interview with her. Since we're doing that, though, I wanted to go ahead and announce something as well. Find my thing here. Well, bam. We officially have a new merch store. We are no longer going to be part of Spreadshirt. I'm going to close that down here shortly. As I'm closing that down, we have an Etsy store. You can go there. You can get any of our designs. Frankly, I got tired of them telling me I couldn't do the designs I wanted to do. That's kind of what it came down to. Because every time I throw a design on there that wasn't even close to proprietary to something else, it would tell me I can't do it. So screw that. Give me some freedom. And what's that?
Nothing.
Oh,
go ahead.
On that, we also have a new shirt. I am not going to show the shirt here. We're going to show that shirt on Thursday because I have a copy of the shirt. He also has a copy of the shirt. So we will announce that shirt on Thursday and what that shirt means. So,
was there supposed to be something that popped up on the screen when you did this?
Yes.
I don't see it on any of our streams.
The scroller on the bottom? You're not seeing that?
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I didn't have the ticker going this entire time because it had the new one on it. But so go there. There's a lot of cool shirts on there. Some new designs that wasn't on the other one. We have a that doesn't work for me, brother shirt, which I absolutely love on that one. And I also got one on there that will get me in trouble if it's talked about. It's the Who's Your Daddy, Who's Your Poppy shirt. Check that out. It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool looking shirt. I was pretty proud of myself for that one. That came from watching someone else's stream. I thought it was funny. It popped in my head as far as something that I thought would be cool to see. But it's a nice little ode to Eddie and to Christian, the two best fathers. Father's Day just passed, so make sure to buy one for the father in your life, or buy one for yourself. Buy the shirt. Anyway, it is time for the question that I ask you every week.
Who's better than Canyon?
Who better? You all right?
I really hate that I can't not laugh at that.
For Pride Month, we have been putting a spotlight on different things in the LGBTQ plus community. We're frankly running out of things to talk about without rehashing the same thing. I did decide to go something a little bit different this week, though. So this is, one, we're going to talk about real things that happened, but it's also going to be more of which one would you rather see? So now we're actually going to be doing great wrestling matches between two LGBTQ members that have happened.
Okay.
So 10 matches.
These match happened.
These have happened.
They've happened.
But if you haven't got to see them, also think of it as in how much would you want to see this match?
I gotcha.
Gotcha? All right. So 10 matches enter. One's going to leave. The only question that matters, who better? The first match, Sonya Deville versus Tegan Knox. This happened WWE SmackDown, Orlando, Florida, August 11th, 2023. Versus Nikki Winters versus Brianna Bands in Pro Wrestling After Dark, September 9th, 2023. That match is notable because it's featuring two black trans women in a singles match.
Because of my issues with someone in the first match that's not named Sonya Deville, I'm going to go with the second match.
That's a very valid point. I didn't think about that when I created this, or I probably
You're
would have
good.
included that.
You're fine.
All right. All right. So Nikki Winters and Brianna Bands versus Anthony Bowens versus Effie at the World on GCW weekend, New York City Arena, January 2022.
I may have to go find that match because I'm really interested in that. I'm going to go with Bowens and Effie.
Okay. Anthony Bowens versus Effie versus Nyla Rose versus Sunny Kiss. This pairing occurred in AEW during the pandemic era tapings when they were at Daly's Place.
Nyla. I fucking love both of them. Nyla and Sunny both. They're both amazing.
All right.
Both are amazing talent.
Nyla versus Sunny Kiss against Ali Catch versus Dark Sheik. This happened on Effie's Big Gay Brunch in 2021.
I got to stick with Nyla.
Okay. Nyla Rose versus Sunny Kiss against Kid Bandit versus Dark Sheik, which happened on Effie's Big Gay Brunch in 2022. Don't let the fact that it's Bandit sway you.
No. I'm gonna stick with Nyla.
Okay. Nyla versus Sunny Kiss against Nyla Rose versus Kira Hogan, which happened on AEW Dark Elevation in Daly's Place in 2022.
Dark.
What you gonna do now? Nyla versus Nyla.
I'm gonna take Nyla. I'm actually gonna take the Kiara Hogan match because it was a really good one.
Okay. Nyla Rose versus Kira Hogan against Gabby Forza versus Kylie Alexa. This was their second match that happened in Wrestling Open, episode 178, back in 2025.
I'm gonna go over to Gabby.
Okay. Gabby Forza versus Kylie against Fred Rosser versus Effie on Game Changer Wrestling, Atlantic City, 2022.
Interesting. I'm gonna need you to send me this list because I'm gonna have to go watch the matches. I'm gonna stick with Gabby.
Okay. Gabby versus Kylie against the last one, Abaddon versus Nyla Rose, AEW Dark, Daily's Place 2021.
Abaddon and Nyla, because that match was fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. I love that match. No hate against anybody that was on this list. All these matches were great, except for one participant.
They're just great matches.
Every match on this list represented more than just wins and losses. It represented visibility, authenticity, and these LGBTQ plus performers sharing the ring on their own terms. Whether it was historic, emotional, groundbreaking, or simply just a great match, only one can survive Corey's Gauntlet and crown the ultimate matchup. So we ask one last time for those in the chat, who better? All right, we're going to do a quick mid-roll for Gimmick Table Media, and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. Ace Finley again, reminding you to check out Gimmick Table Media, a community of creators, streamers, podcasters, and fans from all corners of entertainment. Dive into chats, collabs, and laughs. There's always a spot for you at the table. Catch all our amazing shows, creators, and exclusive content at linktr.ee/gimmicktablemedia.
And we're back. Sorry, we're talking to the TikTok folks for a moment. All right. So I asked you if you had watched anything. You said unfortunately you had not. Did anything change since I talked to you? Okay.
I got home from work and I'm being in the office is just exhausting with my job. And it's not that the work is hard, it's the peopling.
It's the peopling. Absolutely. Well, I did watch something, and we can talk about it, and I'm sure some of this you're going to be excited about because it was a lot of fun. It was GCW Presents Last Ones Left. Now, I picked this because here in a month's time-ish, we are going to be going to GCW Live and watching some of this ourselves. Some of this is setting up stuff that we might see coming forward, so kind of fun. So, first of all, I do want to just say GCW continues to be one of the clearest examples of anything can happen in indie wrestling. That entire show was a bounce between great wrestling, amazing tag team wrestling, hardcore death matches, weird surprises, things you don't expect. In the middle of the show, Marco Stunt comes out because he recently has said that he's wrestling again and that he's back. Joey Janela comes out and tells him that they're going to fight at the next show. And Marco Stunt drops the line of, you got beat by a 14-year-old, which apparently is the favorite thing to be said to Joey Janela right now.
That ain't wrong, no.
It's not wrong. Absolutely not. Anyway, it started off the night with a scramble match. In this scramble match, it was a bunch of guys that I didn't know and Hunter Drake, which I did know Hunter Drake. But I think that was kind of the point of it. I think it was a lot of indie talent that's lesser known, just to kind of get them some reps.
GCW does a lot of that. They bring in a lot of different people.
Yeah. I also kind of think that because there were a lot of slips and a lot of miscues in some of the stuff that was going on. So I think it was just some guys kind of trying to get their feet wet and get going. Overall, it was good, though. Hunter Drake ends up winning. So good for him on winning that. I was more interested in the next match, though. Calvin Tankman, which I don't know if you've ever got to see him wrestle. He was a stalwart in Deadlock Pro before it went down. Got a new look, too. He's beefed up a little bit as far as he was already heavy set, but like he looks more Keith Lee-esque now, as far as more thick and not chubby. I guess I don't want to insult him because he's still a lot more athletic than I ever was. But he does look like he's put some time in the gym. Also cut his hair, which I think gives him a great look. He had dreads before, not that gave him a bad look, but I like the clean look that he's got going now. Kind of looks like young Mark
Okay.
Henry. Kind of good there. But he faced Mad Dog Connolly. First of all, it's Calvin's return. It's the first time he's been back in GCW. Absolute just banger of a match. They just beat the shit out of each other for a long time. Tankman feels like a major attraction.
Okay.
I am surprised that man has not gotten more than what he's gotten. He did get a WWE tryout, I believe it was a year or two ago, and nothing's happened from that, obviously. I'm surprised he hasn't been looked at more, especially because the finish of this match was Tankman's moonsault, which his moonsault, it wasn't a Bam Bam moonsault where he kind of does this like the side moonsault thing. He did a full-on moonsault off the top rope.
I've heard it's a thing of beauty.
It is. It's he does two finishers. He does that one, and he also does like a sit-down pile driver, which looks devastating every time he does it. Tankman ends up winning the match. The whole point of the story here is that Calvin apparently has had some retirement rumors, with him kind of refreshing his presentation a little bit, going the short hair and all that stuff, and looking physically different. There's a lot of people that thought maybe he was going to hang it up, and so this was kind of his way of saying, no, I'm still here. I'm still going to kick ass. So it was fun to see him doing that. The next match was Priscilla Kelly, Gigi Dolan herself, versus Joey Janela. Absolutely killer match. They whooped each other's ass. There was one like indie moment that I have to say, because the camera was not in the right spot. Joey was trying to do essentially lawn dart-ish of her into the crowd, and like there was a cameraman in the way of the cameraman that was trying to get the shot, and so we missed it completely and just saw the aftermath, which sucked. It looked like it was going to be a brutal spot. But they did amazing. Priscilla ends up coming out on top. I was surprised of that, because the thing with Marco Stunt happened right before this match. And so I thought
Joey is
building
taking so many L's right now, and I'm not sure if it's leading to something.
I don't know. The thing that got me is I would have thought he would have won this with him teasing the thing with Marco Stunt, because now Marco Stunt just has more ammo. I would have thought Joey would have somehow pulled it out.
Right.
The match, just to be clear. Not that Joey wouldn't do the other, because let's be clear, Joey's a dirtbag.
And he's going home to Megan Bain, so
Can't deny that. It was a tag team title 4-way. This was insane. Think 4 teams, and all of them wrestle like the Bucks. And it was the entire fucking time. There was like no breather at all in this match. It was just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. Apparently we are restricted for 10 minutes over on TikTok for harassment. I don't know who I harassed or who I bullied.
okay.
I didn't say the M word this time. They're little people. I said M for anybody that's watching, just to be clear. M. I never said the other one. Nuclear. No? Okay. No, it was an absolute workhorse masterpiece, that particular match. Stampede actually put the people in the chat here. Busting the Brain, which it's still lawyers on call right now. They won the match. It was against Bang Matthews, which is August Matthews and Davey Bang, against Junie Underwood and Ryan O'Neal, and Top Team, which is Jay Lucas and Teriyaki. Which, by the way, Teriyaki, great name.
It's a fucking great name.
What's your name? Teriyaki. Yeah,
so good.
Killer match. Absolute killer match. After that, there was I don't know if their name is. I don't know how to say their name because I couldn't hear what they said, but it was Violence is Forever versus VNDL48. Vandal
Vandal
48.
48.
Okay.
Vandal 48.
So this was a more classic tag team style match. So there was some slow pacing to it. It was more of a tag team wrestling match and not a tag team spot fest. Not that there was anything wrong with the spot fest. The spot fest was amazing, kept my attention the entire damn time. But this was more of a classic like tag team match. There was a lot of like interesting spots too that just I don't know where they came up with some of the spots that they did. So go back and watch that match if you have a chance to. Very innovative stuff that happened there. Next was just absolute crazy staple guns, gusset plates, barbed wire doors, floor destruction spots, just a lot of shit. There was a razor's edge through a board bridge, which got one of the biggest holy shit chants of the night. The finish reinforces that Murphy is someone who's willing to go extremely far in a match. And so that's either going to take him places or take him to the hospital. Not sure which. But Anakin Murphy's really good. He had a match with Gabby here recently, and that looked like a lot of fun watching it. Plus, it was always good to see Gabby in the ring. After that was Shotzi Blackheart versus Gringo Loco. This match also was just crazy. The biggest thing that I saw there is there was a belt whipping sequence that happened. And also, Shotzi did a stage dive Hurricane Rana. So this was very much like a school gym type of setup. And so the stage, like if you think like an auditorium stage, he jumped off that, did a Hurricane Rana. And just smoothly too, not like caught him and did it. Just literally flipped over and did it. Crazy spot. It was a proper indie spectacle match of just crazy spots rather than pure violence like we're normally accustomed with GCW. Shotzi ended up winning that one out. And then there was a main event match, which apparently I don't have my notes down here, and I don't know either of these guys' names off the top of my head. But anyway, it was a death match, and it was crazy. Go watch it.
Okay.
GCW shows are always fun. I will always love to sit and watch those shows because it is what we talk about with wrestling. It's a buffet. It's a little bit of everything. If you like violence, there's violence. If you like technical stuff, there's some technical stuff. If you like seeing high spots, there's high spots. There's always some stuff there for you to watch and enjoy. So go watch some GCW. They are currently the name for this, as far as last ones left. The theme of it for the night is that they are the last ones left live on Triller. So go get a Triller account. It's currently the place you can watch GCW live. You can also watch it on Daily Motion after it's happened, but that's neither here nor there. Go get a Triller account. It's worth it for now, kind of. Anyway, definitely gonna have to watch some more stuff. I'm gonna try to watch some more Nikki matches because we got her interview coming up.
I've been watching so much soccer.
Well, and that's why I'm sure, like, asking you to watch any wrestling right now, like we even talked about, like you hadn't watched anything since Raw just like yesterday, and that's just
Now, I did catch up on Dynamite, Collision, and NXT.
Yeah.
I could not give a shit about the main event for Great American Bash.
Nope.
I don't care. Evil's winning. I don't care. It's not going to be.
And I'm wondering if something's going to happen out of that. He's dropping the name Evil a lot, and at the end of the little like signing the contract face-to-face thing that they did, he's as Tony's walking away, he says Evil is coming. I wonder if he's using the Evil name, but he's using it as a group instead of as his name.
Possibly.
Maybe he's gonna have a faction.
I don't know. I don't care about this match.
I don't, just because there hasn't been much build to it. I love Tony. I love this new character that he's got, but literally it was just kind of like he came here, he did the little weird like presentation thing, showing that he was going to come for the title, and then they kind of let it breathe for a week, and you're like, oh, okay, so that was just a setup of like we're going to do that later, and then like no, the next week it was like, and he's getting a title shot. What?
Well, he beat Mason Rook
Well,
for it
yeah,
because
no, but it seemed like they were building something there, and it was just like, no, never mind, we're just going to let him have a match. It was what it was. But yeah, once the World Cup's over, I know you'll free up some more time. Soccer's always kind of been your thing that you've loved, so I expected that I would probably have to do the heavy lifting while watching wrestling this week, which is fine. I like it. I enjoy it. So I can't watch soccer. I get tired just watching it. Soccer and that tag match earlier in GCW is some of the most strenuous.
Put you down, huh?
Well, it's the most strenuous exercise that I've seen since genocide. If you know what that's from.
So tomorrow the first soccer game's not till like 2 in the afternoon. So I'll have some time in the morning. Okay. I'll start trying to catch up. And I mean, tomorrow's Wednesday, and you know what that means.
That's right. Watch some AEW. Anyway, that's it for us. Huh?
In case Big Mike is here, also happy Wednesday.
That's right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Speds might still be in the chat, so he might see it. I haven't seen Big Mike pop in. Maybe busy tonight. That's fine.
Good.
We catch his show. Stampede says soccer is the most consistent sport. It's almost always 0-0.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
I
still enjoy it.
It is. So my youngest did soccer for a few years, and it always surprised me. Like, you do that much work, and it's such a low scoring game. Like, it's so weird. Where,
That's true.
You play basketball, and it's like 135 to 112. Soccer's like, we got a goal. Yeah. I think that's why the announcer yells so loud, is because he's like, oh my God, it happened. It's like a crash.
Somebody actually scored.
Anyway, that's it for us tonight. Catch us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, and sign up for the Gimmick Table Media Discord for great conversation, PLE watch-alongs, and second screen fun on our normal Thursday shows. Reminder that this Thursday we're doing an interview with Laura, the wonderful girl who created a shirt for the Bucks. She's also got some other designs out there too that she's done for people trying to pick up some.
The shirt was for the Guns, not the Bucks. She's trying to get one for the Bucks, but
that's right. She was trying to do the one for the Bucks. Did the one for the Guns. Sorry, I misspoke there. And part of her popularity that I found out recently is because MJF stole her artwork.
He did.
That's a fun little thing I just learned today. So that's that and more we can talk to her about. Plus, I want to go ahead and announce it here. She has created a shirt for us. She was paid in human monies, and in me buying her shirt, because the fact that AEW did not give her a shirt for the shirt she designed, I think is travesty. That's some bullshit. Give her a shirt, damn it. But anyway, so she's designed a shirt for us, which we will talk about that shirt next week, and the significance of that shirt, because that shirt is for something very important that we are going to make part of our show. So keep in mind for that. And also on the 2nd, we have a wonderful interview with Nikki Winters that we're going to be talking about her coming up in the business. And I want to talk to her specifically because, in case you didn't know, she was on YouTube before she was a wrestler, and she did 2K videos.
Stop.
Like role play videos. Like, her and her friends would do like shows in 2K. Wonderful stuff. I've already subbed to the channel and watched a couple episodes. Loads of fun to see fans just having fun and being fans. So it's really good to see that. And then we also have one in the works that I'm still waiting to get a confirmation on. I will not say who it is, but it is someone currently contracted with one of the big companies. So if we can get that one nailed down, that would be a big announcement and a big opportunity. And we are somehow lucky enough to do it. I don't know how this happened. What is our life? We have also been followed by some of our favorite people here in the past couple of weeks. I don't know how this is happening, but yeah, that's it. That's going to do it for us on Kicking Out to Bell to Bell. Before we get out of here, though, it is Pride Month, and this last pop is very simple. Treat people like people. Respect, tolerance, and acceptance aren't political statements. They are basic standards for how we show up for each other. Wrestling is at its best when everyone feels like they belong in the crowd, in the locker room, and in the spotlight. So whether you're LGBTQ+, an ally, or even if you're just still learning and trying to fit in the role somehow, make the effort to be someone who doesn't make life or world or anything harder for other people just trying to exist in it. Celebrate Pride not just with words, but with how you act when nobody's clapping for it, when nobody's watching you. Because the real legacy of any fan base or any community isn't just what it cheers for, it's what it stands up for when it matters. And with that, we are officially kicking out. In the meantime, and in between time, we will catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2.
We stand together with pride worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring.